There's a new restaurant in town, Lost Sailor Fish and Gourmet, which has officially opened up in Sylvan Lake, offering high quality seafoods, meats, cheeses, and gourmet products. They actually emphasize a service driven experience, shaping the menu based on local feedback. I think that's very unique. So what better way to talk more about this new restaurant than to have someone representing the restaurant on the show? Joining me right here live on The Splash from Lost Sailor Fish and Gourmet, we have proprietor David Kraus. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We appreciate you because you're bringing new food options to our area. That way we don't have to, we can have more things to try out. So first and foremost, talk about the inspiration to bringing Lost Sailor Fish and Gourmet to Sylvan Lake specifically.
Well, so I live about 12 minutes from Sylvan Lake. I live in West Bloomfield, and I drive down that Orchard Lake all the time. I have for a long, long time. I went to West Bloomfield High School, so I just think it's an underrepresented area for dining. It makes sense because there's spaces it's easy to get to. There's big parking lots in a lot of places, and I just don't feel like it's being utilized enough. And on a more specific note, as far as Lost Sailor, there used to be a fish market many years ago on 15 in Orchard Lake called Pomeroy's, and my family would get a lot of fish from there. I'd go there with my mom to pick stuff up, and I just felt like it was one of those things that was missing in our world today. It can't be about just driving to the big box grocery store and getting every single thing you need. I mean, I get it, we're under tight schedules and what have you, but you get a chance at Lost Sailor to see some stuff you're not going to see at the big box supermarket that I think you'll really appreciate.
Yeah, like you said, quality food, gourmet products. That's what makes the difference. So I'm glad that you painted that picture and put it out there because, yes, you can go to, I don't even want to say any names, but you can go to the big box stores and get anything in one shop. But why? Support local, support gourmet,
Yes.
and people that have specialty niches as well. So this new restaurant in our community, why don't you describe what the atmosphere will be like for someone entering for the first time?
Sure. My goal in my mind's eye was to create a place where you walked in and you felt like you could hear the waves crashing on the sea. The freshness is the key to that. And I think that when you come in, you see what kind of looks like a typical butcher or seafood shop or market, with the difference being that we have tables for you to dine in. We have a full kitchen. Our goal was to kind of let you decide what you wanted. You can come in, you can pick stuff up and go home and cook dinner for your family or for yourself. You can sit down and have it cooked for you. And as you touched on before, in our few short weeks of this soft opening, we've made it a habit every week of adding something someone asked for the week before to our repertoire, so that we could fill the local community's needs. We're an extension of the community now, in my mind.
Listen, let me tell you first and foremost, David, because I love that approach. I love when I can give some type of feedback or just give a suggestion to a business in general, and they actually take it into consideration and actually, execute it at that point. That lets me know that either they're just listening to me and taking it in, or there's a few people who felt the same way and they said, this is something the community wants. Let's consider this. Let's do this. So I love that you all are doing that. With that being said, we recently had a soft opening, right? If I'm not mistaken. Can you just talk about the community's response to your recent soft opening?
Well, it was all community. I mean, 9 out of 10 people that walked in the door I was meeting for the first time. By the time they left, we knew each other's names and kind of, our background stories. I don't have a sign up yet. That's how soft opening it is.
Oh, wow.
It was all based on social media outreach. The community, they took me in and come in every day, different members of the community, and say, I saw your post. I'm sharing it over here. This is where you got to kind of put it out there because so much of our community gets their information right here. So then I do that. And then that day, 5 new people would walk in and tell me that's how they heard of us. And again, it was that back and forth of, this is what we really like to eat. Okay, cool. That's something I can get for you. I'll do that. So it's very much that they have surprised me at how present they've been in just these couple of days that we've done.
Good. Man, that speaks volumes. Don't even have a sign up, word of mouth, social media, networking,
Yeah.
and then you get a great turnout for a soft opening. Man, that speaks volumes, and congratulations on all your success so
Thank you.
far. Join us right here, live on the Splash, representing Lost Sailor Fish and Gourmet in Sylvan Lake. We have proprietor David Kraus talking about the soft opening, the establishment in general, and what they bring to the community. Here's an interesting note right here. It's officially Lent, if I'm not mistaken. But with Lent being a time when many people kind of steer away from meat and turn to seafood, how is Lost Sailor Fish and Gourmet catering to those observing this tradition?
We're just doubling down on what we've been doing. We're adding more fish items this week. I highlighted some of them in some of our social media as well. But we're bringing in some other stuff, both prepared from our kitchen and stuff for you to take home and cook, with exactly that in mind. It's a good time to do that. And we will have meat, more meat options to come in the future, but it's a great time to kind of introduce everybody to what the backbone of Lost Sailor is. We're your trustworthy fishmonger. We're here to educate you where you want to be educated, but where you feel you already know, we're here to provide those things for you. So we tried to really expand what we're offering this week so that everybody could get a fish and some seafood that they like going in this first Friday of Lent.
Beautiful. And once again, very considerate, and I'm glad that we are giving you the platform to actually promote your business establishment during Lent season. That way people know that they have other places that they can go and support. For context purposes, I want you to answer this question for anyone who's aspiring to be a local restaurant or business owner. What challenges and successes have you encountered in launching a new restaurant right here in Greater West Bloomfield?
Well, I've opened a lot of places. This one is very, very personal to me. But my advice to anybody who is thinking about getting into this industry is very consistent. Sylvan Lake, Detroit, Dearborn, anywhere. Do it because you're passionate about it. Don't do it because you think it's some sort of cash cow, or you think that it's going to reward you in financial ways that are beyond your dreams. The best rewards I've got out of this industry is being a member of a community, being part of a neighborhood, getting to meet people, getting to make their day a little better. If they had a rough day and they come in after work, get some oysters, they're going to feel better. And that's what this industry at its best is about, in my opinion. It's the hospitality industry first and foremost.
Yes, man, speak on it. Taking care of others, treating others how you want to be treated. I think that's a great
100%.
recipe, no pun intended. Hey, don't want to hold up too much more of your time. We appreciate everything that you are doing and bringing to our Greater West Bloomfield area. Lastly, just talk about what's next or what we can expect from Lost Sailor Fish and Gourmet, or any messages you want to get to the community.
Sure. So in the coming weeks, as we get closer to our grand opening, out of the soft opening kind of we're in, we're just going to keep on adding more stuff every week. Charcuterie, cheeses, meats, more fish, all kinds of fun gourmet items, caviar, things like that. But especially as we get into this season and get into spring and summer, I just think that you're going to have an outlet, and a real simple outlet, comfortable. Pull in the parking lot. You want to make a good, clean, healthy dinner for your family, whether they love seafood, whether they love meat, whether they're vegetarian. I think I'm going to have the options for you to feel good about what you're fueling yourself and your family about. So I hope you'll come and check us out.
Well said, and we will definitely make sure we pay a visit as well. Once again, representing Lost Sailor Fish and Gourmet in Sylvan Lake, proprietor David Kraus. We appreciate the time.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you.